Hey guys, can you hear that? Can you hear that? I am hoping that that is something glorious. I'm hoping that everything is good, but we will find out in today's live stream. So I just need to sort some windows here and we're good to go. Yeah, so what I'm going to do in this video is unbox the, let me see if I'm saying this name right, Hauppauge or Hauppauge. I don't know if I'm saying this right. This is what I'm unboxing today. The HD PVR 2 Gaming Edition Plus. That's what the GE stands for. You can see it down there. HD PVR 2 Gaming Edition Plus. Now, this can be used to record from the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, but it's not really the best option for that in the market, in my opinion. I think that most people choose one of the Elgato products. I've got the HD60S. There's a version of this, I think it's called the HD60 Pro, I think. And you can put that in your PC, like a PCI Express card, just like a regular PCI Express card. I've got this. I've been using this for a long time, and I'll actually use it today if I jump to the overhead camera, which is over here. This is fantastic. I've always loved it. It can record at 1080p, 60 frames per second from my PlayStation 4, from my camera. It's fantastic. But unfortunately, it doesn't get around the HDCP problem, the copyright protection problem. Now, in the PlayStation 4 and I believe in Xbox One too, you can turn off HDCP so that you can record footage, but not in the PlayStation 3, which is sitting over here. Out of shot, but it is there somewhere. Bring it over. So there's the old beast, the old PlayStation 3. And this is why I've bought this. I'm hoping to be able to use the HD PVR 2 Gaming Edition Plus to record from the PlayStation 3, from the Nintendo Wii U, from, you know, play older Wii games, perhaps even the PS2 in the future. Hey Evo, thanks for dropping by, mate. So yes, I'm hoping that this allows me to do this. Now, if you look down here at the page, one of the things I really love about my Elgato is the fact that this can do 1080p at 60 frames per second, right? You can see it there on the box. But this game capture card is actually older. It's not as good. It can only do a 1080p at 30 frames per second. But that isn't an issue, because this can record at 720p at 60 frames per second. And anyone who had a PlayStation knows that there might be one or two games that can play 1080p. I don't think there is, but the PlayStation 3, you know, the majority of the games, I believe they were 720p. There might even be some older games that are less than that, but I think they were all 720p. So yes, this should figure out that, this should resolve that problem. Oh, I'm getting mixed up now, but yeah, this does it. And if I just want to quickly, I have talked about this before in another video, but just for the benefit of anyone who hasn't seen this, this is the difference. This is the difference here. Now you can see it's got the optical cable, it's got the USB cable to transfer to your computer, it's got the power cable, it's got an IR blaster there for some reason, HDMI in and out for your PlayStation 4 and your Xbox One, but it's this port here, AV multi. I think that's what it says. But basically, this comes with a cable that gives you component cables, and that's what I bought here. So this, I'm quite lucky. This arrived today, and I agree with Evo. Let's hope all the cables are in the box. But this one allows me to connect to the PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3. If you can see it now, as you can see, I've not opened it yet, but it's that connection there at the back. Annoyingly, this is a little bit annoying, but I've got these cables already, but this is for the Wii U. You know, looking at it, this looks like a better cable. It looks like better quality, these ones. But you can see they are, even just by looking at it, you can see that the connection is slightly different. This one's a big kind of thick tube thing, and yeah, annoyingly, they've made it a little bit different, which means I can't use the same cable, which means, yeah, more cables, more things to have lying about my house that I eventually don't use at one point. But just to kind of clarify, this is the one that I'm getting. I got it from CEX. This is not brand new. I got it quite at a good price, and you can actually see the price there. See it there? £38, but it was another £1.50 for delivery. Not too bad though. You can see there, Hauppauge HD PVR 2 Gaming Edition Plus. But £38, that's actually a good price because this still sells brand new for like, I think it's like £140 at the moment. So yeah, still expensive, but as I said, it's not the newest, it's not the best, but hopefully it will be the best for what I need to do. Right, so I've got an overhead camera here first, over here, but first what I'd like to do is just kind of open the box and we'll see what the condition is. Hopefully the condition is good. And as Evo said in the comment area there, hopefully it has all the cables. Now, this is a live unboxing, right? So whenever I do an unboxing and I bring over my overhead camera, I can edit out all the mistakes, all the parts where I'm struggling with the tape, all the parts where I'm messing up. I can cut those out and make the video shorter. Unfortunately, I can't do this. This is live. But the benefit of this, guys, is that the benefit of doing it live is you get my live reaction. And I've done this before where I've opened something and then I thought, right, I'll talk about it again. And you really can't recreate, you know, your first impressions of something. Sometimes your first impressions are completely wrong. Sometimes you say something ridiculous. But it's really difficult to recreate that, you know. I couldn't like have this and play around with it and know exactly how it works and then open it up and go, wow, you know, as if, you know, do it fake and try and rebox it. And I think really the only way to really get the true experience is to do it live. If I can get this. Come on, right. You can see, you know, for someone who opens boxes a lot on YouTube, I'm quite bad at this. Right. There we go. Now, there was no other information there. I'd already taken this off the top and my home address and all that. So you can see the boxes, you know, condition-wise. Oh, what do you think? Now, this is obviously, I think this is maybe just the packaging and they put the box inside another box. The old Russian doll, I'm hoping. So, can you see that okay, Evo? Everything okay? I can bring over the overhead camera, but I think it's easier to show you this part just now. So no, I do not get the original box, which I'm actually a little bit annoyed about that because it was B condition that I bought it in. B condition. B condition normally means that you get the box, but that's not a major problem if all the cables are there. If all the cables are there, and we're going to find out now. If it's not, I'm going to be a little bit annoyed, but nothing else there. Nothing else there. So, in that big box from CEX, I get this, and I get the actual Hauppauge game capture card. It's got a couple of little marks on it for some reason, paper or something. So this is it there. It's actually quite light, a little bit heavier, a little bit, it's lighter, sorry, than I thought it would be, but it's a little bit bigger than I thought it would be as well. I thought it would be a little bit smaller for some reason. That's like a little power button there, and you can see the components at the back there, but that's exactly what I just showed you in that diagram. As I said, I'll bring over the overhead camera, maybe give you a closer look at one point. Right. Here's hoping the cables are here. I'm hoping it's not just a USB cable. Please have the cables. Yeah. Good old CEX, eh? Good old CEX. So, yeah, CEX have screwed me. CEX have screwed me. They have screwed me, guys. So what I've got here is a really, really dodgy unofficial adapter. There's no way this is an official adapter. Yeah, they've given me a fake adapter. Here. They're giving me a fake adapter. As long as it works, that's okay. And they've got the USB cable. I imagine this isn't the original one as well. Yeah, it sucks a little bit, but what I'll maybe do is I'll check on Amazon if I can get that cable and I can pick up for like £5 or so. It won't be too bad. So it's a kind of older style USB connection, like that. What I can maybe do is, someone started banging next door. Great. Always good when you go live and someone starts doing that. Right, see if I can, does this stretch over? It stretches over to that one. Give me 2 seconds, guys. And yeah, I just want to check that this actually connects up. So I've got the plug plugged in. Let me see. Right, we have the green little indicator. I would agree with that. I would agree with that, Evo. I think the fact I paid extra for the B condition one. There was one that was cheaper. I paid extra. There was one that was C condition that was like, you know, £5 cheaper. I paid extra. As Evo was saying there, no box, doesn't have all the cables. This should have more cables, and if I find it on the website, I'll hopefully be able to show you what should be in the box. There is somewhere, I've seen it somewhere. Tells you what you should be getting in the box. But essentially I'm missing the box, which from a resale point of view is a pain. And I'm missing, yeah, I'm not going to see, I'm going to see it on the Amazon website. So yeah, no box, no cables, nothing. But I mean, I guess in theory, I could still get this to work if I find the right cable. So I'm just kind of checking Amazon just now, just to see if there's anything. But I mean, this listing here, where does it tell you what you get? Comes with one HDMI cable. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Not from me anyway. So yeah, this is supposed to come like this big box here. That's how it's supposed to come. A little bit disappointed by CEX. A B condition, for anyone who's really bought anything secondhand on CEX, B should mean that basically everything is there, but maybe there's a lot, you know, maybe the manual is a little bit damaged, maybe the box is a little bit damaged, but pretty much everything should be there. So I've paid for a B condition. I don't have it. But the thing that I'm really missing here is the component cable. So I'm hoping that there is a cable that I can buy for this, for the back here. And you can see it there, it says AV in. Now, interestingly, this is the Gaming Edition Plus. Now, this, I noticed this before, guys. I noticed this before, and I forgot about this, but when I was showing you in the website there, seeing I was showing the connector diagrams, you can see that this part here, this AV out, this is actually a different connector than the one that I've got here. The one that I've got is actually newer. It's a newer connector. And I believe this image is actually incorrect. It's from the previous one. You can see there it says Gaming Edition, so I think they've reused the same picture here. This is the official Hauppauge website as well. I think they've used the same picture, but they've not used the right one. Now, as I said, oops, sorry guys. As I said, what I want is AV to component, and the AV thing's a little bit annoying because there's lots of different styles of this, but hopefully I'll find one. Would it be to component female? I assume it would be. I assume that's what it would be. Component converter adapter. That's no, that's RCA. So basically what I need to do now is get the right cable. I need to find the right cable, and hopefully I can get it from CEX. But herein lies the problem with CEX. When you buy it online, the support is absolutely horrific. It's horrific. It's like you send an email and you get a reply 2 or 3 weeks later. And this is why I was saying I'll hopefully be able to find a cable. Hopefully I'll be able to find a cable out there that allows me to record from this. It's one of those things. I've been a little bit unlucky so far because I bought the HDMI splitter in order to record from the PlayStation 3. That didn't work. I then bought this, and it came without the cables, it came without the box, it came without the manual, it came without the HDMI cable. It doesn't have everything that it should have. Now, I'm kind of looking in the background here just now, and I'm trying to see if there is the correct cable there. And I'm not happy about the fact they've not sent the right cables, but at this point, if they can somehow just, you know, if I can pick up the right cable for like £4 or £5 or £10, whatever it is, it'll save me a lot of hassle, then I will do that. But I need to find the right cable. So you can see there's adapters like this. Now, this one isn't the right one. This isn't the right adapter. But you can see there are adapters like that go from component to something else, and that's what I need. I need a component to EV in cable. Yeah, I've not got one myself just now, but hopefully I will be able to find something like that. But when I've got you here, guys, I had my PlayStation 3 set up and all that to try and show you this live, to try and show you that this works. I could, I guess, potentially show you how this works using HDMI. That is one thing that I could do right now. So is it a generic cable or is it a specific Hauppauge cable? I believe that other cables do exist, Evo. I believe so. I believe other cables do exist. I just have to find it. It will be out there. It will be out there. So I do believe it will be out there somewhere. Obviously, you don't want to sit and watch me go through Amazon for the next hour. You know, this is live. I don't want to go through and sit and show you that for an hour because it's very boring. But I believe somewhere around at Amazon, there will be a cable for it. I believe that I will find it somewhere. So I need to sit and find it. I need to order it. And then hopefully I can get it sorted. But what I like to do is now, if I can, I'll turn this on. I'm going to turn on my other camera, right? So here's an idea, Evo, and anyone else who's watching. I can bring over the overhead camera briefly just to show you what this is all about. And then what I can do is take out the connection cable from, use the same HDMI cable that's here, plug it into my Hauppauge game capture card here, and I can maybe try and test it with my camera. Now, I've not installed the software for this yet. So I might not be able to get this working until I've installed the software. And obviously, whenever you install software when you're doing a live stream, you're running a very high risk of something going wrong. Applications crash. Their application might not have been updated in the last 3 years or something. So there is a risk of that not working. But I might as well try. Guys. So what I'll do is, if I jump over to this, there you go, and you can see my PlayStation 3 sitting there all ready for you guys. Oh, I've changed over, so I'm ruining the magic here, right? So I've got the camera at a funny angle because it's sitting in a funny position. But I will get this, get the camera, there we go. See, this is the sort of thing you're supposed to do before, but that's okay. Right, what do you think? That's not too bad. You should be able to see things with that. So I'll zoom out a little bit. So this is the device. You can see it's flashing there at the front. As I said, it's maybe a little bigger than I thought because I'm used to the Elgato, which I'm using right now, so I can't pull over. But I'm using that, used to that one, which is really like the size of like a 2.5 inch hard drive. This is much bigger, but it's pretty light. It is pretty light. So you've got the power button there, which I assume switches on and off. It's flashing anyway. That doesn't seem to be doing anything. And then there really isn't much to it, really. You've got that big button there. You've got optical in. You've got AV in, HDMI in, and HDMI out. And then you've got the green LED. So I'm not sure what that red LED would show. Maybe, I don't know. It's got an IR blaster as well, but I didn't get given a box. I didn't get a manual. I didn't get the HDMI cable. I didn't really get anything. So yeah, I'm a little bit lost. As far as the unit goes, though, I'm happy with that. At the end of the day, I didn't pay a ton of money. Yeah, if I can find the cable for this and I can get this working, then I won't be too pissed off. But we'll see how it goes with that. So I'll set that to the side just now. I'll set that to the side. And what I like to do now, I'll maybe just use... How can I do this? How can I do this? Hold on. The beauty of having a messy office is I've got HDMI cables everywhere. Right. So, here's the test, guys. I've got my micro HDMI adapter. So this is for This is for my camera, and it's what you need to use to input it into your camera. So what I need to do is put this into the side of my camera, and then I can put this into the Hauppauge. Come on. Right, I think I do need to stand up for this. It always happens. It's kind of a funny angle, that. Right, so this, I assume, has to go to my computer now. Now I'm hoping that by just connecting it to the USB 3 port at the top of my PC that this works. Now that could be a problem right now, as far as maybe I'm connecting to a USB 3 port, or maybe I've got too many video connections just now. But my hope is that if I connect this to the back, I don't need HDMI out, because see the back here, there's an HDMI out. So basically what that would allow me to do is to put that to a television or a monitor or something like that. I don't need to do that, but what I need to do now is switch on, if I can do this here, switch on my camera. And what I'm going to try and do, if I can, what I'm doing just now is trying to see if it's available in OBS. So it's not showing in OBS yet. So that's, yeah, it's not showing in OBS yet. The camera is on. So Evo's just share the link. Yeah, that's exactly what I need. That looks, well, yeah, I think that's what I need. Thanks for that, Evo. Thanks for that. I'm definitely going to look into that. If I'd known that this obviously didn't, if this didn't have the cables, I would have just bought it. That was the thing. You know, I just assumed it had everything because it was B condition. Now, really what I should be doing... Right, guys, this is a little bit strange, Evo, but I think what I need to do is connect this to the back of the computer. But this is the problem, because I'd really need to remove the one with the webcam. I don't know if you've came across this problem before, but see, as far as video connections go, you kind of need to you've kind of got a limit to how many video connections that you can put through your motherboard, just because of the way it works. After that, things go a little bit funny. Where, you know, I've tried it where I've got two webcams working. I can have one webcam and one overhead camera working, but when you have got three cameras, they work sometimes, but then it starts going a little bit weird. So ideally, what I should really do is just kind of unplug the Elgato. So give me 2 seconds, guys, and I'll sort that out. Right, 2 seconds. If I get this will be a miracle. You won't believe what happened there, guys. So I think I've got it. I think I've got it sorted now. I just need to go back down. But essentially, what happened there is I checked the cable from the Elgato, and it's like this grey cable. So I followed it all the way down the cable ties. But what I didn't know was that my Logitech Brio also has a grey cable. But because it wasn't going through the same cable ties, I didn't know that there was two of them, and I pulled out the camera. Sod's law. Sod's law. But where are you? Right. Should be okay now. I think I've got the Elgato. So I've either pulled out the Elgato or I've pulled out the other webcam. But yeah. So fingers crossed I get something now, but I'm not seeing anything there, if I'm honest at this point. Now, this might not be because of this, because of the product. This could be because I need to install the software. I reckon I do have to install the software for this. I'm just going to look through just now. HDR PVR 2. All models. So this is what I'm looking at just now. This is on the same website that Evil just linked for the cable. HD PVR 2 all models. To install, click the download button, save the capture card to your PC. Do not select run. Alright, there's the capture version. After installation, you'll be asked to reboot your PC and all that. Oh, sorry. Are you guys? Right. I'm an idiot, guys. I'm an idiot. I'm looking on Chrome. I'm looking on Chrome. I thought you could see that. Sorry. So this is the page I was looking at there. And it says that you have to click the download button and then save it to your PC. But you need to reboot and you need to get it all working. So unfortunately, I can't do anything right now. I can't show you if it's working. The fact that this is flashing okay and all that, it's making me think that it does work okay. I know though with CEX and with any kind of second-hand product, even if you buy it from eBay or whatever, there's always that risk where someone has returned something or someone is selling something because it just doesn't work, or there's a bug or there's an error or something, and rather than go back to the manufacturer because it's out with the warranty period or something, they just sell it, and maybe CEX didn't check it right. But CEX normally check these things okay, so I think this will be working, but I don't know. In order for me to check that, I need to reboot the computer and yeah, check out that it's working. So for me today, that's something that I can do. I need to check that this is working, and I'll check with my HDMI cable. So if this can record from my camera using the same connection that I used to record with my Elgato to record the overhead camera shot, then I know that this is working and there's no problem with the USB cable. The problem I do have is the power adapter looks like a generic adapter, so someone's maybe sold it without the real one, but the adapter works, so fine. The USB cable, that looks generic too. It's actually, I don't like the way that this is wiggling around. So I don't know if you can see that, but look, that's not filling me with confidence. So that's maybe one reason why there isn't a connection as well. Because at the end of the day, this could be powered, but if there is no way for this unit to connect to my PC and to transfer the data, then I'm going to have problems. Because this is, you know, once all the game footage or the camera footage is captured, it needs to go through this generic, really bad USB cable. It's a really old USB 2 cable. Now, this might not be because it's secondhand. This might be just because Hauppauge designed it this way. I don't know. I really don't know. So it's a little bit annoying. I've bought things from CEX, and I've actually done a live unboxing with things from CEX. I bought this overhead camera from CEX. It was perfect condition. I was really happy with it. Unfortunately, today I have been screwed. This arrived with a generic plug, a generic USB cable, no HDMI cable, no component cable, no manual, and no box. So I'm going to have to send them an email and tell them what happened. I don't know what they're going to do about it, because this is why I'm saying I should just buy the cable, because if I say that to them and I'm saying, listen, this doesn't have everything, they'll just say return it. They'll just say send it back to us, because they don't actually have the cable and they don't have the box. So they do probably have another one in stock somewhere. Yeah, it's always worth a gamble. I was looking at some on eBay as well. I think they've categorized this badly. This is a C condition at most. I think when the box goes away, I think when you're not including the original cables, like the HDMI cable, they've even got a third-party plug, and they don't have that component cable. That component cable, that AVI component cable, is really what makes this so good. But moving forward, I don't have the time or the energy to spend weeks crying about it to CEX. That's how long they will come back to me to say, sorry, send it back. So the link that Evo sent there, and I thought I was showing you guys this earlier, I wasn't. It was on Chrome. I had too many things happening at the same time. But this is what Evo shared. €11.95. Now, generally speaking, I don't like ordering from websites like this, and it's nothing to do with the price. It's to do with the fact that, you know, with Amazon, I'm guaranteed next day delivery or a couple of days. With this one, I don't know when it will be. It could be weeks. Who knows? It could be, you know, they could be shipping it from some random place in Europe. But I'll have a look. If I can't find this cable anywhere else, then I'll order from there. But before I do that, what I need to do today is follow the instructions on the website, and I need to verify that this does record from HDMI. So essentially what I'm in the position now where I've got the plug, I've got the USB cable. I can test this. I can check that this records from my camera. If it records from my camera, it means it can also record from my PS4. It can also record from anything else with HDMI. And then I'd feel pretty confident ordering the cable, and then, you know, it should be okay. At the end of the day, if I get this working with the HDMI cable and it can record from my camera, then it can record from anything. You know, this camera can do 1080p at 60 frames per second. It will capture that at 720p at 60 frames per second, or 1080 at 30 frames per second. But if I can install the software, I'll reboot my computer and I can get it working, then yeah, I need to look on the bright sides, and maybe I'm in a position to actually record something. You know, see, the thing is, see if I went out my way and bought this, and then bought, you know, more cables, and then bought some other things, there comes a point where I'm like, I might as well just buy a second PS4 to set up here, you know. Yeah, I could test drive it with a PS4 stream. I saw some people saying that, I mean, this is the same thing. Whenever you check online, you see a lot of people arguing, and there's always people that really don't know how these things work. Now, I'm not saying I'm a whiz kid or an expert, but having used the Elgato for years, and you know, I know how that works, and I know how it works with OBS. I think that if I get this working with their own software, then I should be able to get it working with OBS. I did see some comments from people saying that occasionally it dropped out, or they couldn't get it working with OBS, but then I saw someone else saying that they could get it working, so read into that what you will. This is the problem with PCs as well. Everyone's got a different configuration, everyone's got a different build, everyone's got a different level of experience, and unfortunately a lot of these older products as well, they're not really as plug in and play as you would like them to be. You really do have to tweak a lot of things. You do have to mess about with settings. Looking at their website, it looks like this was last updated, you can see here, July 6, 2018. So that's actually not too bad. That isn't too bad, actually. I was, you know, before I bought this, I was just thinking this might have not been updated in like 3 years. It might not have been. Yeah. We'll see it. We'll see what happens. But obviously I can't do that in a live stream. I can't test this in a live stream. I can't test it all because I need to install, I need to reboot my computer. I need to get it all working. So, yeah, thanks for watching the live stream, guys. Unfortunately, this big box of fake boxes didn't have what it should have had. No box, no HDMI cable, no manual, third-party plug and cable. Those are generic. You can tell by looking at them. that they're generic. There's no branding on them at all. Maybe that's, you know, what Hauppauge delivers, but the way that the plug looked and all that, that didn't look like an official one at all. It looks like a really cheap generic one that they've just thrown in, you know, just from a random box or something. So, sorry guys, not the most successful unboxing, sorry. It could be a reboxing if I send this back. But not the most successful unboxing in the world. But I digress. We'll see what happens. And just to kind of remind you again, this is what's at the back here. So this is what I need. See this AV-in, if I can get it here. This one. See that AV-in, sorry. If I can get it in focus. That AV-in cable, that is the daddy. That's what I need. That's what I need to connect to the PlayStation 3. That's what I need. And I might have to buy the cable that Evil was talking about. So it's got component AV input cable for it. So let's just quickly check this. I don't think this will be sold on Amazon. This is certainly not the Hauppauge one. I reckon this is something that you have to get from them. But there will be an equivalent somewhere. Yeah, you can see nothing's really coming up there. But there might be a third-party generic cable that does work. That one actually looks like it's quite high quality. If I'm honest, it does look quite good there. €11.95 isn't so bad. By the end of the day, god damn CEX. God damn it. CEX should be bloody paying for that. Really. Because they've sent me this. This is not B condition. This is missing all the necessary cables. So, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for all the comments, Evo. I appreciate you supporting this live stream failure. I'll get it sorted. And this is one of those things. I knew that this was a risk. I did know that this was a risk. And it was actually originally why I was leaning towards buying it from eBay. Because then I could say, right, this person is definitely selling it with the cable. But I saw it on CEX. I thought that a B condition would mean that all the included cables were there. And it's not. So thanks for watching, Evo. I unfortunately need to go back to work, which is boring, but I need to do it. Thanks for watching. I'll keep you updated. I'll keep everyone updated as to what happens with this. If I get this working with the HDMI cable, then I will try and get the cable that I need for it. So, yeah, it's good to see you. Good to see you drop by, Evo. Good to see you catch a live stream. Sometimes you've been a little bit unlucky. So, yeah, didn't work out too well, guys, today, but maybe in the future. So thanks for watching, Evo. I'm going to call it quits because I need to do some work. But hopefully I'll get to the end of this. One day I'm going to record to the PS3. This is starting to annoy me now, but at the same time, I'm determined. I'm determined to get this done. I'm determined to get it recorded. I want to play games from the PlayStation 3 now. And the Wii U. Right. Thanks for watching. I'll let you know how this, progresses, how this saga continues. And I'll speak to you all very soon. Cheers, Evo. And thanks to everyone else who watches later on. Cheers, guys.